Good evening, everyone. Um, so, Virgo, your natural inclination toward precision, analysis, and systematic improvement has been preparing you for wealth creation in ways you haven't fully recognized yet. And what I'm about to share isn't generic manifestation advice or vague encouragement. This is blueprint specifically designed for how your mind works, how your energy operates, how your particular combination of strengths can convert into financial abundance when applied strategically. Because Virgo energy doesn't build fortune through luck or charm or aggressive risk taking. You build it through competence, through seeing what others miss, through perfecting systems that generate reliable returns, through being person who solves problems so effectively that people pay premium for your solutions. Let me break down exactly how you're going to build fortune using the specific advantages your analytical, service-oriented, detail-focused nature provides. First advantage is your ability to identify inefficiency. You walk into situations, jobs, businesses, processes, systems, and you immediately see what's broken, what's wasteful, what's not optimized. That critical eye that sometimes makes you harsh judge of yourself and others is actually gold mine when directed at income generating activities. Every inefficiency you spot is potential revenue stream if you can either fix it yourself or teach others how to fix it. Most people see problems and complain. You see problems and start mentally redesigning solutions. That's not annoying perfectionism, that's monetizable skill. The fortune building move is positioning yourself in environments where inefficiency costs people money and where your ability to create efficiency saves them money they're willing to share with you. Consulting, operations management, process optimization, systems design. These aren't sexy buzzwords. These are actual roles where companies pay serious money to people who can do what you do naturally, which is look at mess and see exactly how to organize it into something functional. But you don't need fancy title or corporate job to monetize this skill. You just need to start offering it. Let's pause here. This reflection invites you to consider, what broken system have you observed recently where you immediately saw how to fix it? Maybe workplace where processes are inefficient and you've been mentally redesigning workflows nobody asked you to redesign. Or a friend's business where you can see exactly what they're doing wrong and how simple changes would improve results dramatically. Those observations you're having, those are opportunities, not opportunities to judge or criticize, opportunities to offer solutions people will pay for. Your hesitation is probably, but I'm not expert, or who am I to tell them how to run their business? But expertise isn't about credentials, it's about results. And your ability to see and solve inefficiency creates results. Start small if corporate consulting feels too big. Offer to optimize someone's workflow for modest fee. Help small business owners streamline their operations. Create system for friends' side hustle and document the improvement. Build portfolio of, I saw this problem, I fixed it, here's measurable improvement examples. That's your credential. That's what lets you charge more next time. This reflection invites you to consider, who do you know personally who has inefficient business or process you could optimize for them? Second advantage is your service orientation combined with your high standards. You actually care about doing work well. You take pride in quality. You can't deliver sloppy results without it bothering you. In marketplace full of people cutting corners and delivering mediocre work, your commitment to excellence makes you rare, and rare is valuable. The fortune building move is charging premium prices that reflect actual value you deliver instead of apologizing for your rates or underpricing yourself because you don't want to seem greedy. You deliver better work than most people. You should be paid better than most people. That's not arrogance, that's math. But Virgo energy tends toward undervaluing itself because you focus on what you could improve rather than celebrating what you already do exceptionally well. You compare your output to impossible standard of perfection you hold rather than to actual market where most people are delivering adequate at best. Your good enough is someone else's excellent. Your baseline is most people's aspiration. Price accordingly. When you quote rate for your services, whatever those services are, add 30% to number that feels comfortable. That discomfort you feel charging more, that's not signal you're overpricing. That signal you're finally pricing honestly after years of undervaluing yourself. And watch what happens. People who value quality will pay it. People who just want cheap won't. And losing cheap clients who don't appreciate your excellence is feature, not bug. This reflection invites you to consider, what service do you currently provide, professionally or personally, that you're undercharging for or giving away free? Third advantage is your analytical capability. You research obsessively, you study details, you understand nuance that others miss because they don't have patience for deep analysis. In investing, in business development, in strategic planning, that analytical depth is edge. Markets reward people who do homework while others are guessing. The fortune building move is applying your analytical skills to understanding money itself. Not just earning it, but how it works, how it grows, how wealthy people think about it differently than broke people. You're capable of understanding complex financial concepts that intimidate others, tax strategies, investment vehicles, compound growth, asset allocation, risk management. Most people stay broke because they never learn how money works beyond earn paycheck, pay bills, hope something's left. But you're not most people. You can comprehend systems most people find too boring or complicated. Spend the time you'd normally spend perfecting someone else's project, learning instead how to build your own wealth through intelligent money management. Read books about investing. Take courses on financial planning. Understand tax code well enough to legally minimize what you owe. Learn about passive income streams. Study how people built wealth in your field or industry. That research won't feel like work to you. It'll feel like solving puzzle. And the solution to that puzzle is your fortune. This reflection invites you to consider, what financial topic have you been curious about but haven't invested time to really understand yet? Fourth advantage is your ability to create systems that run without constant input. You don't just solve problems, you build processes that prevent problems from recurring. That's not just useful operationally, that's foundation of passive income, which is how you build fortune instead of just earning comfortable living. Active income requires you to trade time for money continuously. Passive income is money generated by systems you built that continue working when you're not working. And building systems is what you do. It's how your brain naturally operates. The fortune building move is identifying which of your skills or knowledge can be systematized into product, service, or asset that generates revenue repeatedly from single effort. Course you create once that people buy hundreds of times. Template you design once that clients license repeatedly. Process you document once that businesses pay to implement. Digital products, intellectual property, automated services, subscription models. These aren't abstract concepts. These are ways to convert your one-time effort into ongoing revenue streams. You build the system perfectly once, then the system works for you continuously. That's literally your ideal scenario excellence, created through thorough development, then replicated infinitely. This reflection invites you to consider what knowledge or skill do you have that could be packaged into product or system other people would pay for repeatedly. Fifth advantage is your reliability. You show up, you follow through, you do what you say you'll do when you say you'll do it. In a world where flakiness is epidemic, where people constantly overpromise and underdeliver, your consistency makes you trustworthy. And trust is foundation of business relationships that lead to serious money. The fortune building move is leveraging your reliability to build referral network. When you consistently deliver excellent work, people tell others about you. They become advocates. They send opportunities your way. But most service providers never ask for referrals because asking feels uncomfortable or pushy. You don't need to be pushy. You just need to be direct. After delivering great results, I'm glad this worked well for you. If you know anyone else who could benefit from similar help, I'd appreciate the referral. Simple, professional, effective. One referral leads to another. One satisfied client becomes 3 clients. 3 becomes 10. Your income grows not through aggressive marketing, but through reputation for competence spreading, through networks where people value quality. This is sustainable wealth building, not get rich quick scheme, but get rich surely approach that matches your temperament. This reflection invites you to consider, who have you delivered excellent results for recently? Who would probably refer you if you simply asked? Let me address what's probably blocking you from building fortune you're capable of building, because knowing advantages isn't enough if internal obstacles prevent you from using them. First block is perfectionism that prevents launching. You want to make sure everything is perfect before you start, but perfect is enemy of profitable. Better to launch imperfect offer that generates revenue you can use to improve it than to spend years perfecting something that never gets to market because it's never quite good enough. Your standards are already higher than market requires. Even your rough draft is better than most people's finished product. Launch before you feel ready. Second block is undervaluing service and preferring to support others' success instead of building your own. You're comfortable being right-hand person, the one who makes boss or friend or partner look good through your behind-scenes excellence. But being excellent support for someone else's vision builds their fortune, not yours. You need to shift at least some of your excellent service toward building your own asset, your own business, your own revenue stream. You can still help others, but not at expense of building your own wealth. Third block is analysis paralysis. You research so thoroughly that you never actually execute because you're always finding more to learn, more to consider, more ways the plan isn't quite optimal yet. At a certain point, you know enough, and additional research becomes procrastination disguised as preparation. Set deadline for decision making. I'll research this for 2 weeks, then I'm choosing best option based on information I have. Not perfect option, best option given constraints. Then ACT. Results from imperfect action exceed results from perfect planning that never becomes action. This reflection invites you to consider: what business idea or income opportunity have you been researching for months without actually starting? Practical action steps for next 30 days that will start building your fortune if you actually do them instead of just reading them and nodding. Week 1. Identify 3 problems you see in your current work environment or industry that you know how to solve. Write down specific solutions. Week 2. Contact 5 people you've helped in past professionally or personally and ask if they know anyone who needs similar help. Offer your services for fee. Week 3. Create simple offer consulting hour, service package, digital product, and price it 30% higher than feels comfortable. Post it publicly or send it to warm contacts. Week 4. Block time and calendar for learning about money management, investing, passive income. Treat it as seriously as you treat client work. These aren't dramatic steps. They're Virgo steps, practical, systematic, focused on concrete results. But done consistently, they compound into fortune over time. You remain in complete control of whether you apply these advantages or continue underutilizing them. You can build fortune or stay comfortable in modest income that doesn't match your value. The power is yours. It always has been. You may notice reading this has created mix of recognition and resistance. Recognition that, yes, you do have these advantages. Resistance to actually claiming your worth and building wealth instead of just supporting others' success. Whatever you're feeling, honor it. Take what resonates, softly release the rest. Trust yourself. Before we close, I want to ask you something. What's the biggest obstacle between you and building the fortune you're capable of? Perfectionism, underpricing, analysis paralysis, or something else? Drop it in the comments. And this, if you built fortune using your Virgo advantages, what would you do with that wealth? Virgo, you have blueprint for building fortune through competence, systems, service excellence, and analytical capability. And the only question is whether you'll keep giving that excellence away cheaply while others profit from it, or whether you'll finally start building your own wealth with same dedication you've been applying to building everyone else's. Not eventually, starting this week. Trust yourself with this. Trust that your excellence is worth premium pricing. Trust that your analytical mind can master money as easily as it masters everything else you study. Trust that building your fortune doesn't make you selfish. it makes you strategic. See you in the next one. And listen, Virgo, energy builds fortune through systems, not through luck. Stop waiting for breakthrough moment and start building the system that generates wealth consistently. That's your actual superpower. Stay systematic, stay excellent, stay worthy. Your fortune is waiting for you to build it methodically. Take care, Virgo.